Interdimensional warfare, also known as spiritual warfare. We looked at this topic December the 29th of 2021. It seems like that was so long ago, but really, it wasn't that long ago at all. It wasn't. So January, February, that was only 2 months ago when we looked into this interdimensional warfare. And I don't think it got very many views because it was stuffed in the middle of the prediction of the time traveler who predicted contact in May of 2022. This is kind of getting a little, let me see if I can get this brighter, of May of 2022. So let me see if I can get this to be a little bit brighter, I don't know what's happening with this monitor, but that's okay, we can do this. I'm going to do it. So we're going to talk about the interdimensional warfare. If you remember that video from back then, it was very, very interesting. And I was thinking about that today. Remember that video from back then? Hello there, Apple Brooks. Hello there, Deb. Hello there, Bang Bang Muck Bang. Yes, I want to make sure that we get over here and I want to put this on the live chat. I don't know if that makes a difference, but I want to thank you all for joining in. So let's look at this, you all. We have got interdimensional warfare, and it really is. It is right up there with spiritual warfare, is what it is. It's up there with spiritual warfare. Okay, so let me come over here to it. We're going to get over here to it. Because here's how we happened. This is how we happened upon it last time. We saw this self-proclaimed time traveler claiming that there were going to be, remember this, there were going to be 7-foot aliens that would land upon the earth in May of 22. Remember that? And the TikTok user called Future Time Traveler also claims that their arrival would lead to an interdimensional war with the U.S. Do you remember that? Hello there, you all. Thank you. So let's look at this, the rest of it. It's called, this group of aliens are called the Neurons, and they come in peace and don't mean to harm, but the U.S. attacked them, and they begin the first of many interdimensional wars. So this is what's happened. So we're going to see, you all, May the 24th of 2022 is coming up, and this is when this time traveler spoke about this, that the U.S. is going to attack the aliens, starting the interdimensional war. Okay, this is what it is. So, interdimensional world. And then there's this time traveler talking about this predicted the world's biggest earthquake will hit California in a 3 years' time, okay? And then they say that an event would happen 2 years after he bizarrely claimed the largest creature in the world would be discovered. So we have this person who came from the future, okay? And he said that May of 2022, the aliens were going to come. But we're talking about interdimensional warfare. So that led us over here to this very screen right here. And remember this, you all. This was mind-blowing for me. I thought, you've got to be kidding. I said, you got to be kidding, you all. Because I thought, that I know spiritual warfare is real. It's very, very real. And there's a lot of people who can attest to how real it is. Because it literally manifests itself into our real world. So let's look at this, you all. We went over here before. Future fandom. And a lot of this stuff right here I never heard before. But then let's look at this. Interdimensional warfare is a type of aerospace warfare regarded to have been developed sometime in the 5000s. It originated from an aerospace forces of superpower nations, namely Russia, Germany, Brazil, Japan, Indonesia, and much like the aerospace force itself, interdimensional warfare was already in development thousands of years before ever being seen by the public eye. Well, that interdimensional warfare sounds a lot like spiritual warfare, okay? But we're going to read it. We are, you all. And if this is not for you, you don't have to watch it. You can, yeah, just, you don't have to watch it. My feelings won't get hurt at all. So look at this. This is what got me. So this is what got me the last time. The collapse of the United States was caused by cooperative Russian, Chinese, and Japanese interdimensional bases that surrounded the United States, in which interdimensional beings, you can call them spiritual beings, were released from portals to wreak havoc on the United States, causing an apocalyptic mayhem across the country. This is regarded as the first military operation via the use of interdimensional and space weapons. Well, we certainly got something going on, and we certainly have this as a main player, okay, as one of the main players. And we are really seeing a type of collapse happening. We're seeing that, you all. We are. A type of collapse that is happening. It goes on to say, interdimensional warfare and travel is a highly controversial and classified topic. Russia, Germany, and Brazil operate interdimensional portals on the moons orbiting the gas giants across the Milky Way, as well in star systems near the center of the Milky Way. As to what lies ahead is highly classified information. You may say, Gina, why are you reading from something that's called fandom? That's make-believe. Is it make-believe? I don't think it's all that make-believe. I really don't. Our world has been turned upside down, not just in the United States. It's literally, this is global. Global. I happen to think and believe that there is an interdimensional battle of epic proportions that is taking place. That's what I happen to believe. Okay, I'm seeing it happen. People's lives are getting destroyed. The world as we know it, it's getting destroyed. Totally getting destroyed. Our way of life. So let's read this again, you all. Let's finish reading this. So there have been prominent whistleblowers such as Russian Bespalov, a veteran of the Russian aerospace forces now living in exile, who claims that the gas giant stars are actually planets in and of themselves, at least in another dimension, inhabited by angelic and super intelligent humanoids, with the center of the Milky Way as their capital city. Another well-known is Jose do Funiama from Brazil, the son of a Brazilian forces. Hello. So this is what happens. Intelligent life outside of humans, which is us, exists throughout the universe, but in other dimensions. That is true. This is what this Russian Ruslan Bespalov says. The third dimension is dominated by humans. That would be this dimension that we live in, 3D. We got a 3D world, you all. We've got a 3D world that we're living in. And, you know, people speak of 3D, 4D, 5D. Okay, they do. So humans are the weakest and most vulnerable breed of intelligent beings. There are planets that souls of deceased humans lived in. Physical human bodies cannot survive these heavenly dimensions, as Bespalov coins them. Okay, so yeah, we know our bodies. When we leave this earth, we're going to get a different body. That's how they say. You're going to get a different body. So interdimensional portals are provided or powered by crystals, considered where science and mysticism married. I wonder if does CERN use crystals? And crystals, that would be because, you know, they wanted to open up a parallel world so we can learn from it. They did. And they probably did open it. Well, here's some of the headlines. right here. Gateway to, HE double hockey sticks. What? What is this? It's March the 6th of 2022. So let's see this. CERN, portals in the sky, and other high strangeness. The Tower of Babel and the gates of hell were open. CERN is utilizing the Large Hadron Collider to open. So I was just trying to find crystals, but they got the superconducting magnets is what they've got. So they wanted to open a portal and or a gate. Okay, they did. That's what they wanted to do. They had a human Shiva. Yeah, they did. Photos above large. I'm not going to look at that. CERN unleashed. So we see that, you all. That's fine. Let's get out of CERN. We're supposed to get back here to reading what we're supposed to be reading. So here's another one. According to Jose Funayama, spirits of figures of major religions inhabit entire planets in these dimensions. The advanced technologies used and invented by humans were a result of interdimensional interaction. There are entire heavenly or hellish or neutral dimensions, dimensions inhabited by benevolent angelic beings or grotesque hellish creatures. Others have a mix or are completely uninhabited. So let's look at this. Much of this person's observations are accurate. There are beings and civilizations that appear benevolent, but are actually evil with evil intent. And there were evil in their hearts continually. That's what it said. And, I think the great flood came because they were just so evil. They were so evil all the time. And, there's just been a lot of destruction. Earth has been destroyed before. I think this time around it's supposed to be destroyed by fire. Warfare technology operated by the benevolent can't ever be destroyed, or at least not so by human means. So let's say, what is benevolent? Benevolent, I would say, would be angelic, the good beings, benevolent beings, angelic beings. Whatever they use, it can't be destroyed by humans. The highest ranking angelic beings reside in the center of galaxies with a galactic palace located in the middle of them. The heavenly dimensions operate on energies. Now, energy is very... people can feel energies. They can. And the energy inside your body will attract certain energies that are like it. And, it could be like a magnet. You draw on the exact opposite towards you, which sometimes it's not very nice. It isn't. We just admit it. There will come a time when the human dimension will merge and become one with benevolent angelic beings, ending human death and vulnerabilities and human race advances. So there will come a time when we will merge with benevolent angelic beings. So this is the wiki fandom thing. So yeah, I think that's true, but this is what really got me. The collapse of the United States was caused by cooperative Russian, Chinese, and Japanese interdimensional bases right here, in which the interdimensional beings, the spiritual beings, were released from the portals to wreak havoc on the United States, causing apocalyptic mayhem across the country. This is regarded as the first military operation via the use of interdimensional and space weapons. Spiritual warfare, you all, is that's what I'm talking about. We have all these we know that there's angels. Okay, there's angels, and they're benevolent. There's benevolent beings, and there's malevolent beings. There really are. And we just have to all you have to do is read the news. Look at the news. You can see what's happening in today's world. And, who's playing a role? Who's at the reins? Okay, it sounds like certain individual country is namely, look, forces of superpower nations, namely that of Russia. then Germany, Brazil, Japan. Yeah. But guess what? The spiritual interdimensional warfare was already in place thousands of years before the public eye, before we even saw it. That's what it's about. So that's what they said. The collapse of the United States was caused by the cooperative Russian, Chinese, Japanese interdimensional bases surrounded the United States. So they surrounded the United States, is what they said. Surrounded it, you all. So let's look at this. Here it is, right here. Here's the United States right here, you all. They surrounded it. So that would mean they surrounded it all around the United States. It got surrounded all around the territories. And they could, they could have their submarines out in the water, their boats. Because I don't think nobody owns that water. That water is not territorial. I think it's like international. It's like international travel and stuff. There is a lot going on. There is. And we've got big countries. The sad thing is, there is a sad part to it. The sad thing is that there's people like me, there's people like you, who are stuck in the middle. Stuck in the middle of this interdimensional warfare that has been unleashed, this spiritual warfare that's taking place. And, it's coming to us too. It is. We find ourselves battling in the spiritual realms also. You may say, well, how do you battle in the spiritual realms, Gina? Well, you pray, you meditate. You can feel it. You can feel it. When the energy is like pressing down, when you feel like you don't know why you're feeling the way you're feeling, but and some people have experienced getting upset and angry for no reason. That's a spiritual attack. That's an interdimensional attack. Is what it is, you all. So it's not far-fetched. Interdimensional warfare is not far-fetched at all. Spiritual warfare, I think it's right up there. I think it's one and the same. I really do. And the sad thing is, they can come in and out of the dimensions anytime they want. And well, if you know how, you can keep them at bay. You can. If you're strong enough within your spirit, since it's spiritual, interdimensional, you can keep them at bay. What they want is for you to get so weakened you won't put up a fight. Okay, they want to have free reign. They do. Yeah, so if you're all just tuning in, I'm going to put that there. I'm going to drop that link into that comment section is what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop it right down in there because I looked at it before you all. It was December the 29th. Right here on this channel, right here, December the 29th. You can see it. It had 8,001 views streamed on December the 29th of 2021 is when we did that video right there. That's when we did it, because you know what, we started off talking about these ships right here. Gina, honey, that is not a lovely picture of you. My hair was kind of short back then, you all, but yeah, I was talking about these ships. They're interdimensional, is what I was saying. Interdimensional ships that I took pictures of. That's a funny faces I'm making. Oh my God. I don't normally laugh at myself. I don't. In fact, I would be embarrassed if I was looking at myself like this 3 years ago or even more. That would be quite embarrassing, but now I can just laugh at it, you all. I laugh at myself doing that. I can. Okay, and see, look, this is what the military calls their UFO. You can't even make out what it is. You can't make out what that is. But you can, however, you all, you can make these out. These have more of a shape than the military's. They do. But this is where we were, interdimensional warfare. It was like 29 minutes into the video. And I think I did. I said at the 20, if you go there, interdimensional warfare, how we stumbled upon that, you go to that timestamp 2620. And that's where it begins in that video. Gina, honey, what is interdimensional war? Interdimensional war. What is an interdimensional Let me see if I can even spell it right, you all. Interdimensional war, meaning will definitely win out. So yeah, you all, that's you can find that battle. I'm going to put that video in here too, you all, because we did live stream it. Is what we did. We live streamed that one also. Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. So yeah, this is real. There is stuff going on. I'm not going to get too much in it at all. In fact, I'm probably going to end this video because I've already spoken enough about it, all that I should speak. Okay, I'm not going to draw any more attention to it than what already has been drawn, because it's here. It is. So I want to thank you all for tuning in. And if you didn't know about that, yeah, it's that's in a future fandom. It's supposed to be make-believe, but I don't think it's make-believe at all. I really don't. It's real, and it's happening. So with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day and evening and or morning or afternoon. And thank you so much for tuning in. You may not agree with me. That's fine. Please be respectful in your comments, because I may not agree with you, and I'll try to be respectful also. 99.9% of the time, I will. So have a wonderful rest of your evening. Love you.